welcome everyone. So I did that silly thing again where I had not captured my recording for the fire signs because I just need to get into a better habit of going back and deleting my prior videos. So totally my bad, but I'm gonna go ahead, and it was a very beautiful reading. By the way, I don't know how much I captured in the beginning, but death card kept popping out like crazy. It was at the bottom of the deck, and then we saw it like literally two or three more times. No joke. And so essentially, to me, it's this major transformation. And like I had also said, it's like I feel like you guys are keeping out of the way right now of boisterous energy, loud energy, you name it. You're just kind of taking care of yourselves right now. And then we had also seen, the sun came out. There's the majority of the sun came out after the death, and then the star. So a lot of beautiful energy, fire signs, as you go here into the summer months, okay? And I think those were all the cards. All right. So hopefully moving forward after this, I will not run into any more recording issues. It's just going to take on my part, really getting into okay, let's do this. This was at the bottom of the deck for you guys, and the energies that I pulled, if I did not capture this in the beginning, are your energy, your person's energy, the overall energy. Now, I do recall that the Knight of Wands had come out. Let me see if I can recall. See if anything pops out. Not a big deal if not. Well, we'll get into it and see where it takes us. Okay. All right, so bottom of the deck, we did start with the Six of Pentacles. And I really kept, when I was pre-shuffling in the initial video, I had seen this card as I was pre-shuffling, just because of the black and white, right? So I caught that out of the corner of my eye. But seeing it here again, I was really kind of just picking up on almost like a duality. But you guys have come into really being able to have a fine balance, between your as above, so below, as within, so without, your feminine, your masculine, however that resonates to you. You're in a comfortable spot right now, and this really speaks to generosity. So you're feeling generous, and take it as it resonates in the area of love, career, finance, maybe all three at this time. But I definitely picked up that it's like, fire signs, there may have been some rocky roads, but it's like now at this time you're finally kind of feeling like you can catch a breath of fresh air and start to really just sit in that satisfaction, okay? And that's really all Abraham wants for us, okay? Is to feel joy and satisfaction. Do things literally that just bring us satisfaction, okay? Now, your person's energy, initially was flipped over while these two are not. So the Page of Pentacles, first and foremost, to me, it's a earth energy. So it's a very grounded energy. And as depicted here in this card, I'm taking your person as the cat. And so it can either go one of two ways. But first and foremost, they like what you're offering, okay? They like what you're offering. They're offering you a very honest energy in return, okay? And I was really picking up the expression on the cat's face. This, you could view this person as perhaps almost like, you just feel very safe in their energy. Like you could just wrap their arms around you, something to that effect. but there's this sincerity to them, almost a silliness. You know, they could be really goofy. And I had picked, I keep fixating here on this very colorful star, which to me really speaks of almost like very beautiful vibrations. But I want to touch here in the booklet just to see how they describe this. The brightly hued pentacle sun catcher reminds you to find all the unique and colorful things about yourself and let your light shine through it. So very important message, guys. Like, for whoever this is, for whoever these messages are for, just stay true to yourself. Honestly, again, don't feel like things that are true to you. If you feel like, oh, this person, you're embarrassed or this person's going to think a certain way, try to reflect on the message here that you got today. Try to remember the colorful sun catcher, okay? And that's truly what is almost enticing this person. It's your true self. But overall, I'm getting very good energies from this person. So turning to you, and very, very, very beautiful cat here. I have yet to pull this one from the Cat Tarot deck. This is the Eight of Swords in the reverse. So you were in a situation, okay, fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. You were in a situation where you felt restricted in some way, okay? That could be love, career, finance, and it's almost like you've now broken free, okay? So whether you still feel like, just look at the expression on the cat's face, right? So I don't know, whether you still feel scatterbrained, or again, that this person is if you do show your true self, you're going to scare this person. It's not the case here, guys. This really does intrigue this person. They're not like the rest, is what I'm getting here. And again, so the energy here is that you're finally starting to shed whatever restrictions had a hold on you. And it's almost just as I was saying in the first video, almost imagine getting your house TP'd and you finally just broke the majority down, but now there's still all the pieces on the floor that you still have to pick up and actually throw in the trash. So so there's almost there's still maybe some work here to be done. But even if almost you feel I don't know if I'm ready to accept this person's offer even, because the offer could have, could come from either side, okay? But I would just say, really the energies are here that you don't have to worry. And even, I was talking about the TPing of the house. So imagine, say, the family toddler, wrapped up the family cat here in toilet paper. Cat finally got freed, but at the same time, still holding on and playing with the roll there. So I would say it's okay to just kind of relax, be yourself, have fun. Because again, as I said, this person seems like a goofball themselves. Bottom of the deck is the Ace of Swords. So what I'm really getting, with the Ace of Swords, although typically to me the imagery here initially almost seems almost like the cat's not having fun, okay? But once I really reflected and sat on it with a bit more definitely, this card, okay, the Ace of Swords, to me typically speaks of success. So your person's coming in with good energy. You're in good energy, guys. Even if you feel like you're gonna sabotage something, but no, don't. It's don't freak out. Don't freak out. Because this person really is. And you notice the blues in the cat's eyes for both cards here, okay? And so that really speaks to me. It's there's something really, it's like this person's really intuitive. They could be spiritual, take it as it resonates, but especially with that, the star sun catcher there, that could definitely be the case. But it's like they're not going anywhere. They're going to be someone that, like, when you come home at the end of the day, I'm getting like energies of like, they would clip your nails for you. They would massage you, or, massage your feet, or they would have dinner, something, you know what I mean? Like again, earth energy here. Very, very beautiful from this person, okay? You, on the other hand, now I had pulled a clarifier card for your energy here, and I got the Knight of Wands. And of course, right off the bat, it's like, okay, you're really excited about this offer as well. Again, I'm not sure which way the offer went, but you can, what I fixated on here was the colorful ribbon alongside, or the colorful sun catcher. And so, so you guys really have an eye on each other, and that you're really intrigued. They have you really intrigued, but they also are very intrigued. So very gorgeous, beautiful energy here today for you guys. Again, I feel like there's going to be a lot of generosity between the two of you, and when I say that, also reciprocity. I feel like this person is really going to be that stability that you need, again, that grounding nature. But you're definitely enticed right now, But I definitely feel like they are definitely, maybe you're more of like, maybe they're more of a, take as a resist, like a homebody, whereas maybe you're more of an extrovert, or maybe you're just a lot more outgoing in personality. This person could be more kind of like reserved, or, something to this sort, right? But very gorgeous here, guys, and I wish you the best here with this connection. And all right, we're going to move on now to water signs. Welcome, water, Cancer, Pisces, and Scorpio. Wishing everyone a happy first week of July. And I hope, a lot of us in the collective find time to, get some rest, have some time off, around these holidays that are coming up here with the 4th of July. Wondering if it's gonna possibly rain outside. Maybe not, but I just don't see the sun anymore. Alright, water signs. Let's see what is coming up for you here in the area of love. I will be pulling a card for your energy, their energy, and the overall energy. We'll also take a look at the bottom of the deck just to get some additional information, which I typically take as the underlying energy of the reading, or the overall even. Let's split the deck. Felt beautiful. Alright, water signs. Let's take a look at your energy. The Chariot, their energy. Overall energy. Okay. 2 wanted to come out. We'll keep them. And let's see what we have at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so Strength in the reverse. So for whatever reason, you do feel, I just feel like I want to say a lack of conviction at this time. This is Major Arcana number 8. This does really, to me, speaks to endurance. And I feel like perhaps I'm kind of in that boat, starting to come out of it, but I have felt, I mean, I guess I could say I've been enduring, but I have felt quite tired the last few weeks here, like throughout the month of June. So, so as I said here with the endurance, is that perhaps you're just kind of taking a rest at this time. Like you're not really pushing too hard, you know what I mean? But I think you're also kind of starting to come out of this as well. But you can just kind of see you've been kind of like sitting, kicking your legs up type of thing. But I feel like that's and again, I had said lack of conviction, so either there's still a little bit of that feeling, or it's just that you're kind of starting to perhaps gather that momentum, almost like that inner strength, that energy to kind of get back out there. Major Arcana number 8. Okay, and then right before that we have the 7. Okay, that is coming in for your card, the Chariot. So I did hear a reader refer to, I forgot how she refers to back-to-back cards like that, in a deck. But so just remember with the Strength, there's some message here, very important, to draw on the strength that you may have forgotten that you carry, okay? And for this deck, it indicates that even house cats can roar, okay? So take that as it resonates, guys. But here then, Major Arcana number 7, the Chariot. So I think essentially it's like progress. You have progress is going to, again, I was talking about momentum. Like you're going to start seeing progress. I don't know. I just feel like here in the month of July, and if not even progress or a combination, there's certainly determination here. And so that's why I said, like, I feel you could have even been there with me like the past couple of weeks of just kind of, again, you've just been kind of taking it a little bit easy, being a little bit lazy, just kind of like resting. But I feel like right now, you're ready to essentially get in your Chariot, and you're just kind of determined to start mixing things up in the energy. Okay. Now, in the area of love, this could speak. Take this as it resonates, but it's like, and I'm seeing now too the winged upholstery here. So something, what's that? Like maybe you're ready to like cast your wings and fly out now, or maybe start to get out there, or at least just hang out with like friends, family. Maybe you're doing something different in the area of love, like perhaps, seeking, like maybe, take it as it resonates. Maybe it's like you're thinking about doing things differently, like joining maybe certain groups online where you can start to mingle with new energies and perhaps meet new people. But you can see here in the cat's expression too as well, that you're still, you're gonna have your wits about you. You're definitely not gonna be willy-nilly here. But I think it's almost like you have, almost like let's say eyes wide open, but almost like just an innocent gaze there. But this card essentially represents your freedom to fly. You're in control, so just remember that, as you move into whatever situation this is. I don't know, I'm not necessarily picking, I'm almost picking up on like you're not necessarily with anyone right now, water signs. So let's take a look. I'm almost feeling like this is incoming energy. So, all right, so that is the 7 of Wands. Okay, so 7 of Wands in the reverse. In fact, this actually, I'm getting more so a past person or connection that you were in. And perhaps that's now, it's like now you're, you were in a period of just kind of reflecting, getting over the situation, probably definitely sleeping a lot more than you're used to, if that does resonate. Because this really is about like my advocacy card. It's like standing strong. So whatever this person's energy, it's like they did not stand strong in their relationship. Their energy did not stand the test of time. But you're now ready to take flight again. And that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be actively searching for love. It's just that your heart is open to love. Like you're starting to just simply feel the energies of love and again, I'm just kind of coming out of this period of almost of a loop. It's just kind of what I want to say right now with the way the strength came in. Overall energies here, let's see. That's the 5 of Swords in the reverse and 6 of Cups in the reverse. So 5 of Swords. So this is definitely representing the end of conflict. Yeah, the 5 of Swords definitely representing the end of conflict here for someone, again, who just couldn't, stand the test of time. With the 6 of Cups in the reverse, I'm definitely, I'm getting, this definitely sucks. But again, you guys definitely are moving on nonetheless. Okay, water signs. I think you're just reflecting on this a lot, but you can only think on a past situation for so long, As they say, like, am I right? Like, at some point it gets to the point where it's like, okay, like, I've had time to reflect. It's time to just kind of get the energies moving again, shake them up again. Take that as it resonates. But let's see. Let's pull a card for incoming love, Cancer. Incoming love. All right. Let me just can I get a little water in my hands from my cup so I can shuffle here. Okay. Incoming love. I think we got 2. Okay, I've not pulled this card yet. This is gotta be, the 4 of Swords in the reverse. So it's like I said, the 4 indicates rest. But it came out in the reverse. And so it's like I said, you guys are coming out of a period of rest and of just, I don't want to say stagnation. It's just you, again, just being lazy, which is nice when you kind of get that time to just really just kind of take it easy for a while, So however that resonates to you. Okay. And you don't necessarily have anything planned at this time, right? So again, just with that, I would say Cancer, water signs is going to be, I would say, very easy for you guys. Go with the flow, okay, at this time. Devil with the 10 of Pentacles. And the Tower. Temperance. What's going on here? Well, I want to see, let's talk about it. Air signs, I definitely am getting this energy. I had to sit on it to be like, wait, was this for water signs? But no. Welcome to your reading, air signs. So I was in the middle of pre-shuffling and also final messages for Cancer, but since these have wanted to pop out here, the Devil came out with the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so I feel like there's I really want to say most likely either a business or a marriage that in some way has, has you in some type of, it has you restricted in some type of way. Like, and I focus on those stars above the dog's head there. It's like you really you're coming from an innocent, honest, hopeful energy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like you're ready to make things go, and yet it's almost like perhaps someone is kind of really keeping you from trying new things or doing what you want to do, keeping you in the same state, the same house, feeding you the same food. Maybe you want to work out or do something, do a new activity, but they have something to say about it. So I don't know. But then the Tower was right behind all that, followed by the Temperance. So, whether this Tower moment has happened or not yet, but whatever the situation is, I feel like it has happened. There was a Tower moment with some situation here. So either a divorce, separation, a block, but something happened here. And right now you are in the energy of Temperance. You are at, either attempting to or are currently alchemizing the energies to better suit your needs at this time. All right, our signs. So there's that Sun again. Really wants to keep popping out. I don't know if I caught it in my initial video got cut off for fire signs. So well then I guess my initial messages did pop up. But yeah, I purchased a new, or some, external storage, but I forgot to go back and delete my prior videos, so my video ended up getting cut off due to storage space. Lesson learned. So moving forward, I just need to be mindful about clearing my phone before I start a reading. But otherwise, it's been a game changer for the channel and for my mental sanity. The Cat Tarot deck is still quite fresh, so hence my vertical shuffling, and that felt good there for me. I don't know how to do that. Okay. All right, excellent. And let me do one quick thing. All right, air signs. I noticed what looks to be like maybe a little bit of chocolate on the deck, so I just wanted to wipe my desk clean. But there's your card. So let's pull now for your person's energy. Being a little difficult. Or they're very mysterious. You're coming in here as the 7. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. And let's take a look at the overall energy. Excellent. Alright, that's the 9 of Wands. We have one major arcana, the Wheel of Fortune, coming in for your person. And you're coming in as the 7 of Swords. And there's that Ace of Cups again. I've been seeing this very recently here in the last either day or just today. I can't recall, but I had pulled a card for myself. Just, I just kind of split the deck, and I had gotten the Ace of Cups. Um, so there is something here to, this card does speak to love. Now, the fact that it is coming in the reverse, there could be, I don't know, I definitely, I feel like you're not sure where things are going, definitely right now. What felt like, I feel like this, also is a rather newer connection, or you haven't known this person quite that long, but take that as it resonates. This doesn't necessarily have to be the case, but it's like, it's like where the waters were flowing freely, I want to say. It's like now, it's like you're not really sure if it's like, can you drink from their waters? I hope that makes sense. And just picking up here on the wallpaper, of like the growth of new plants, of flowers, and it's like things right now are essentially at a standstill. There's no flow, there's no movement. And I feel like right now, just the overall energy, I'm really fixated on here, the Nine of Wands. It does speak to strength. So perhaps you guys are, holding on or trying to make it work. But also, I really want you to reflect on that, because also in this card, with the way the spools of yarn are, I almost feel like it's like you've built a wall up, either a wall of defense or perhaps just a wall for safety, or you don't want to look at the situation or something. But this, your person coming in as Major Arcana number 10, so that could be of significance. It could be born on the 10th day of a month. Perhaps it could, be a Virgo or Libra, with the month of October. But this, it's like they're in a period right now. Take it as it resonates, but maybe they feel like they're just in a period of not where they should be. And also take it as it resonates. I'm getting more so that for the majority of the collective, okay, air signs, that I feel like this is indicative of a masculine energy. And very importantly, when a masculine does not feel like they are spinning the wheel as at their pace, but that almost like the wheel is spinning them, I would just caution essentially trying to make something work or something more official when someone doesn't feel like they are where they need to be. Like, so perhaps they don't have the job they want to have yet, or something to that effect. Maybe they don't have the house yet, that type of thing. But I don't know. It's like, I don't know that, it's like, I don't know if, and again, take it as it resonates. Do they feel like they're not ready for a relationship at this time? And I just now really fixated on that bowl of water there. The emotional, the energies, and the fact, again, that it is in the reverse. Again, the cups of water in the reverse, there's no flow happening here. And I'm really trying to pick up on your energy here. I feel like you're definitely in a better spot than this person is. I definitely feel that, you want to give to this situation. You're open to it. But again, this person is dealing with with something, almost essentially external events, that are out of either of y'all's control at this time. And what was I just saying about not forcing something to fit or trying to make something work if you know what I mean, if this person feels like they're not where they need to be. It's like, don't try to convince them. You know, I'm going to say, like, trust me, trust those of us that have gone through this or that have understood or heard others go through it. You know, you really start to, like, just become wise when you listen to others' situations as well. But this card particularly speaks to the fact that your iron grip is not helping you. There's so much to let go of: old destructive habits, inner doubt, boredom, lack of follow through. A personal overhaul is in the offing if you want to get out of this rut. Ignoring matters won't make them go away. It's time to take a stand, no matter how much it scares you. All right, air signs. So we'll pull a final advice card. Let's see what wants to come out for you. We have the Six of Wands coming in here in the reverse. So again, this card, okay, it speaks to leaving conflict behind. And my apologies, I was I was thinking the Six of Swords in my head, so my apologies. It's the Wand. So this card speaks to victory, but the fact that it is in the reverse, basically, you know, the advice, guys, is like, if you want to reach that victory, you need to, you know, reflect on what this iron grip means to you in terms of not only yourself, but how it's affecting your person and how it's affecting overall the energies of the connection and or relationship. All right, everyone, wishing you well, and we are now going to move on to earth signs. Welcome, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I hope everyone's... Guys, that death is just literally popping out like crazy. Like, I just really feel big transformations on the horizon. I still feel like there's, you know, a lot of us that are really just coming in, like really starting to see the energies for what they are, and just how truly, you know, just how do I want to say it? Like, just how honestly in charge we are of how the energies play out, okay? But you have to do your part in how the energies play out. I hope that made sense. But yes, earth signs, I'm going to head over on Friday to my uncle's lake house. We all grew up in Houston, but my cousin and I, his daughter, live here in Austin, the Austin area. So I'm gonna go. She's gonna take me, and I'm gonna head over with her Friday morning, and then we'll spend. I'll be spending the weekend there at the lake house, which is nice. I don't really get out often, and I definitely consider myself very much of a homebody. So, you know, but it'll definitely be nice. Feels great. Let's split the deck. All right, our signs. We're going to start with your energy. Came out there. We will leave it. Your person got 2 as well. And the overall energy, Judgment in the reverse. Alright, so your person's coming in with very powerful energy. Not sure what's going on here in the overall energy. You know, are you guys, or one or both of you, misjudging a situation? And you're not feeling like you're in a very good emotional state. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Swords. So, we have, a queen and a king. Okay, two major arcana here, the Strength and Judgment, along with a Knight of Swords coming in at the bottom of the deck. I think one or both of you, but I really feel like both of you are kind of coming into the clearing. So take that as it resonates. But it's almost like you couldn't see the forest through the trees there for a while, and now it's like you've just kind of finally made it to a little bit of a relaxation point, or perhaps where you feel like you can just kind of finally be yourself. Now, we have the Queen of Swords along with the Ten of Cups. The Queen of Swords, she speaks to me of an independent woman. Reverse the roles as you so see fit. But for the majority, I really do feel like I am speaking to the majority of the feminine here for the Earth sign readings, whereas your person is coming in with the masculine energies. But nonetheless, what's going on here? You guys kind of feel like you've lost a little bit of your independence, and is it to this person? Are they abusing their strength or their power in some way? Perhaps you almost feel like the rat at your person's feet, or like the plaything, I should say, at your person's feet. But you're not happy right now, with the Ten of Cups there in the reverse. And I'll just let you guys take a look at the cards. But there's definitely something off here, which is weird because I feel like it's like a very polarizing energy where it's like I feel like here you can sigh a breath of relief, underneath it all. But are you not making the right judgment call overall? It is coming in the area of the overall energy. Are you not listening to your intuition? So yeah, it's interesting that I'm not sure what kind of energy I'm getting from this person, but I feel like, the King of Wands, or was it the King? Yeah, the King of Wands. It speaks to a creative man. So this person's very creative, but as I say that, I'm also getting, but like, are they creatively manipulative, or are they creatively exercising the energy to somehow, keep you, because again, like at your core, I feel like you're in the clearing, you feel good, but then in the situation with this person, you don't. So I'm definitely feeling like there's perhaps a power play here. Again, look, two playthings here for your person. So, do they view you almost as like, a pet, or because I don't want to just say they look at you as a plaything, but almost as someone that they can bend to their will in some form or fashion. That's just definitely what I'm getting here. And with the Judgment card, Major Arcana number 20, this speaks to second chances, okay? The past as well, but the fact that it's in the reverse, no second chances. Dang, guys, that's just what I'm picking up on, Earth signs. Let's pull some advice here. The Emperor. So essentially, you have to remember, okay, Major Arcana number 4, that you hold the power. And you're the one that needs to bring order and set your boundaries. Essentially, this is you coming out of the cone, like raising your vibrations and leaving this person in the past, because there's going to be, you know, no second chances here. Now, again, I'm only tapping into your energy, whether you understand what I mean by that or not. So either you're thinking about this person, but you know, or leaving the situation, whatever that looks like, or you're just, at least you know that you don't feel good, but here's what the energies are showing. And so, you know, messages really from the universe directly here: no second chances. You need to break free from this cone that you have around you, because the Emperor contains the energy of all four kings. So step into that power, break, you know, get this cone off you, and make that, you know, I think a judgment call needs to be made here, to continue to, you know, just to continue to protect, you know, this energy that you came in with. Because right now, again, with this person, no, there's something not right here. All right, Earth signs. Very clear messages in that one. I do wish you all the best, and I will see everyone in the next reading. Bye.